I'm Ashley. One thing that really stood out to me in chapter one is that teaching is way more complex than most people realize. I'm sure if any of you did your classroom observations, you'll agree. They're unpredictable. So, educational psychology exists to help us understand how students learn in different classroom settings. But it's really not about giving teachers a strict set of rules to follow. It's more about helping lead us as educators into making better decisions for our students. Um, Teaching as a science means using research to guide what we do. There's a lot of evidence out there and practices that tend to support learning, like setting clear goals, giving feedback, and making sure students actually have enough time and support to learn. Using research helps teachers avoid relying on just their gut feelings and or popular trends that aren't really backed by any evidence. At the same time, this chapter really makes it clear that teaching can not only be scientific, classrooms are unpredictable. Students are different. Every student is different. They learn differently. Things change constantly. You just don't really know how your day is going to go. So, flexibility is really important. So, the research can tell us what has worked in certain situations, but it can't tell us what will work with every group of students. That's where teaching becomes and kind of makes it exciting because it's just always evolving, always changing. New research comes out all the time. I love that. But so the art side in this chapter, it discusses about flexibility, judgment, and reading the room. A good teacher really knows how to adjust a lesson. They know when to try something different. They know when something's not working and when to take advantage of teachable moments. Those happen all the time. A kid blurts out something. Any family situations come up. Those all can be teachable moments in your classroom. And I believe in the textbook it talked about a butterfly landing in the window as being a teachable moment. I thought that was kind of cute. Uh, so there is just a lot of classroom decisions just have to be made on the spot. And no research really teaches us that and can prepare you for every single situation. I also liked about how this chapter talked about teaching as inquiry. Effective teachers don't just teach and then move on. They reflect, they ask questions. Say, did this work? Why didn't this work? Uh, why didn't this land with certain students and certain ones it did? And then what can I change next? That process of collecting information, thinking about it, and adjusting instructions is what help teachers grow from beginners into experts. Um, Overall, chapter one really emphasizes balance. Good teaching isn't about choosing between science or art or even just standard reflection. It's about using the research that's out there as a foundation and while also trusting your professional judgment, the professional judgment of your fellow teaching partners, your admin that you work with. And it's also about staying flexible. When teachers combine evidence based practices with the creativity and reflection, they become better equipped to meet the needs of their students in their real classrooms. And that was another part. The reflective teaching is super. I feel like important. It helps you remind yourself that nothing works for everybody in all circumstances. Uh, Reflective teachers think about the way uh, each student works and they really try to come up with different solutions for each teaching experience. And I just found that kind of cool. But, yeah. So that's what I learned from chapter one, or the things that I thought were interesting. Thank you.